take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze.
A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. We go from Denver. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Carry now. This is Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively. No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike, 55, right there.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 55. Alpha. Check 55.
Block working out of the gun. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 38. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 62 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone. One play, that just added insult to injury. Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
55 is my guy, 55.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Browns' 25-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Locke. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Locke. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Round 6. to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A gain of
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
number 26.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. And just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On first down, Locke. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Lock. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
From the gun, Lock. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
58, boys, 58, 58, come on. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go. 58 for Mike, 58, 58 for Mike.
Operating from the gun, Lock. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They begin this drive with Chubb. Oh, he trucked him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 55 is my guy. 55.
To throw it is Lock. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
It leads to second and 10.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On third down, Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, 39 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy's steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 31, Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Second and 10. at the Broncos' 37-yard line.
Mayfield now on second down. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead.
Point conversion.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Keeps the score. Broncos 14. Browns 12.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
It's now
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
That's good.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And some room to run now. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
4 yards.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
From the gun, block. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Hunt. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Taken down at the 22-yard
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now it's the backup Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first throw now for the backup Keenum. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 22
a good pickup there, a 22.
The Browns 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Now it's Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Off play action. Keenum going deep here for Bryant. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Keenum to throw for it on fourth. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Throwing on first down is Keenum. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. From the gun, it's Keenum. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Uncorks one for... That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. This is Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'm scared. 43 is the mic. I'm going to lose one. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Now on second and 13, Keenum. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Keenum. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Here's Hunt. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Keenum. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Cleveland.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there, 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing is Dolgala. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Dolgala. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Down at the 23.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down at 4. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The 17-yard line.
Here's Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
And what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish him with your blocking. You just position him. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On first down, it's Keenum. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Brandon Williams. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
First and 10.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Melvin Gordon.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. He's going to air one out. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Gordon on 1st down. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 54. Mike 54. 54.
Here's Dolgala. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The kick by McManus is good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 20.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
4 yards on the pick.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They go back to Gordon here on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it here with Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win. Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.